GLA started out on Christmas Day. We were at the dining hall with all the rest of the missionaries having our Christmas dinner, and they started talking about a baby that had been born up at the mission hospital that night. My wife Dixie said, "I think I'm going to go up by the hospital and see this baby they're talking about," which to me was a bit of a shock. She came in the door about, maybe a half an hour later and said, "Look what I've got." She had this tiny baby, the smallest baby I'd ever seen in my life. And she told me the baby had been born premature. The mother had suffered a stroke during the delivery. The mother was paralyzed. The hospital really had no facility whatsoever to take care of a premature this size. I mean, to put it bluntly, they'd been left for dead. Dixie had gone up and she said to the father, she said, "You know this baby is going to die." And he says, "Yes, I know." He had resigned himself to the fact that he was going to lose the baby, and a good possibility he was going to lose his wife. And she said, "Can I take it home with me and try and save it?" So she came in the door with the baby and she says, "I need an incubator." I thought a minute and I thought, well, cardboard box, heating pad, light bulb, works for puppies and kittens, why not for a baby? Dixie fed her with an eyedropper. She was named Angel Noel for being born on Christmas Day, and a miracle baby. After Angel got better, got healthier, got stronger, the day came that, it was time for her to go home. Really a big interest that this child was going to be coming home. While Dixie was standing there, another lady came up and tapped her on the back, and she turned around and the lady was standing there with another tiny baby in her arms, and she said, "Could you help my baby too?" We loaded him up in the car, brought him back home. We never went a day without a child after that. And it was all word of mouth. We didn't go out looking for him. The Lord sent him to our door. And that was the humble beginnings of GLA. That Christmas Day would have been, if my memory serves me correctly, I think that was in 1994. I would have to guess that from the very beginning, before we became GLA, when it was just John and Dixie working up at the mission, from that time till now, I'm going to take a wild guess that there's probably been 800 or 1,000 kids come through. Just out of necessity, the adoptions came about. After we left the mission and went out in the community on our own and formed GLA, we started out in a small rented house, which we rapidly outgrew and moved to a larger one, and outgrew that and moved to another larger one that is the main facility now. We've added another 4 houses to that main facility that we use, and now the Lord has blessed us again and taken us to the next step on our journey, and we're sitting on the property at Fort Jock. This is a 4.5 acre